sir. Go ahead.
How you doing? My name is James. My question is two-part. One of the major things that you said as far as the indoctrination of our children with the education system
Yes, sir.
in prison was miseducation.
Yes, sir.
One major part of the miseducation that I'm just noticing on my own is the gap between the generations. That intentional gap that's created not only through mass incarceration, but
there we go. Now we talking.
I'm wondering, how do we continue to parent with Afrocentricity if, say, the grandparent or the previous generation is still heavily indoctrinated?
Yes, sir.
Without cutting out that, or without creating that gap.
Understood. Great question. Great question. 3 points on that question. Number one, we are the only race in this country that does not have an intergenerational protocol to pass down power from elder to youth. Every other community has a process and a culture of training the next generation. You don't see 85-year-old leaders in other races, but you see 85-year-old pastors in the black community. You see 85-year-old civil rights leaders in the black community, because we do not transfer power. And the reason we have a problem with transferring power is because black men in particular, women too, have been so oppressed. Our egos have been so damaged that whenever we taste power, we never want to share it. You know why you got 100 black churches in Columbus? It ain't because everybody in love with Jesus. The problem is, he was the pastor. And then I went to seminary school and got my license to pastor. And when I came back to the church and said, Baba, let me do a couple Sunday sermons.
No, sir.
He said, no, this is my church.
No, sir.
I built this church.
It's mine.
So then I go and open my own church, and guess what?
I'm competing.
I'm going to do the same thing to him that he did to me. This is the problem in black church. This is the problem in black organizations. We do not transfer power. That's number one. And number two, raise your hand if you're 65 years or older. Raise your hand. All my elders, 65 and older, raise your hand. Okay, you can put them down. We need a council of elders for every city in Ohio.
Immediately.
Columbus, 65 years, y'all supposed to be meeting. And do you know what the job of the Council of Elders is for Columbus and Cincinnati and Youngstown and Cleveland and Dayton and Toledo? The job of the Council of Elders is to establish policy for the community. Yeah. Rules and regulations. This is how we deal with conflict. This is how we deal. We do not go to school board meetings. And it is at the school board where the decisions are made. It is at the school board where the funds are allotted.
That's right.
But I'm willing to bet you, if I go to the next Columbus Public School Board meeting, I might see 5 black folks.
That's true.
Black parents do not go to school board meetings, and that's why they do whatever the hell they want to do with our children. Start showing up. Number 2, all education is controlled by the state, not the mayor. The state. So we have to put pressure on our black elected officials in the state legislature to change the quality of the food. And if it was up to me, why can't we give a contract to provide healthy lunch to black Columbus public and charter schools to some of these black brothers and sisters who have vegan and vegetarian restaurants and vegan and vegetarian food preparation businesses? Why can't they get the contract? So there's a lot that we can do on our own. And the last thing I'll say, to respectfully challenge my queen, and this is not to her, I'm just using her comment. When I hear people say, we can't afford to pack lunch, but that kid whose parents can't afford to pack lunch came to school with Jordans on, and his mother get her hair done twice a month faithfully. You at the minimum. I would argue we don't have a funding problem. We got a priorities problem. Black America's priorities are not in the right place, and we need to change that. Because guess what, y'all? Donald Trump has signaled a new America, or should I say a return to the original America, where they are no longer going to do anything to systemically help blacks. Not that they ever did, but now they're boldly and proudly telling us you will never get any more federal assistance. So it is time for Columbus to organize. If y'all not having a black community organization meeting at least once a month, I'm talking serious conversation. How we gonna build our own clinic? How we gonna build our own school? How we gonna build our own farm to feed black Columbus? We gotta talk about disaster preparedness. Because y'all know there's gonna be another COVID that's gonna be worse than the one we had 5 years ago. Where are we storing all the drinkable water? Where are we storing all of the non-perishable food? Where are we storing weapons of defense for the community? We have to get serious about our future because nobody's looking out for black people, not even black people.
That part.
Now at your school, are you going to be teaching the parents, Dr. Sebi, as well, so they can take that into the home and make sure they're making it healthy?
Because I'm not a Sabiite.
Yes, sir.
I love Dr. Sebi. No issues.
Shout out to
But I'm not a Sabiite. Rest in peace. I love him. Should have met him. It never happened. He will be a piece, but he ain't the sum total. I'm
Okay.
tapping on all the greats.
Eat to live, Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
All of them. All of them.
You going to teach farming so we can get out there in the dirt and plant our own and grow our own?
The state of Delaware is #1 or #2 per capita because it's the second smallest state, right? But per capita, Delaware is #1 or #2 for agribusiness. So right now we're looking at farmland. We're going to buy a small farm in Delaware. We're going to have horses, cattle, sheep, pig, all that. So if you know how to do that, you need to send me a text and say, Doc, I can help you with your horses. I can help you with the chickens. I can help you with the pigs.
Let's work.
We ain't going to eat them though.
Swine, brother.
Oh, no. We ain't using the pigs for food.